Between August 21 and August of 23, American youth, our kids, consumed 62% of their daily calories on average from ultra-processed foods, while adults consumed 53% of their daily calories from ultra-processed foods. CDC saying in a statement, ultra-processed foods tend to be hyperpalatable, energy-dense, low in dietary fiber, and contain little or no whole foods, while having high amounts of salt, sweeteners, and unhealthy fats. Ultra-processed food consumption has been associated with higher risk of cardiovascular disease and all-cause mortality. So let's jam it right in our kids. Let's literally poison our children. What are we doing?
There's one of the movies where the Cusacks are in it, John and Joan, and she's yelling at him going, there's no food in your food.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's all junk. And what was most offensive to me here is that the kids are worse than the adults. Now, I know it's easy to, give a kid a bag of Doritos. She's begging for the Doritos, begging for the candy. Come on, Mom. Come on, Dad. Trust me, I'm in that world right now. I know it all too well. And sometimes I get it. You've got to acquiesce. None of us are perfect. But I couldn't believe it when I saw the youth number was at 62% of their daily calories coming from ultra-processed foods, and the adult number's only at 53%. So HHS Secretary RFK Jr. told Fox News, we are poisoning ourselves, and it's coming principally from these ultra-processed foods. This is the stuff that we need to be screaming from the rooftops. Every year I get my physical. It helps with the insurance, I guess, is what I'm told. I'm not convinced that's the case because I feel like I'm getting abused every year when the number keeps going up, but whatever. That's what I'm told. I actually have to go today. And every year, the doctor says, hey, how are your kids doing? I say, they're good. They're doing well. He's like, you feeding them right? I'm like, yeah, we're working on it. And I'll never forget, I think it was last year when he was talking to me about it. And he goes, it used to be growing up, and he grew up in the 70s, 80s. He's probably about 50. There was always that one kind of chubby kid. There was the fat kid, right? Now it's like you see the skinny kid, and it's like, whoa, what's wrong with you, buddy?
True. Yeah.
Because the obesity number keeps going up for kids. I mean, we know the obesity rate's higher than it's ever been for all of America, and it continues to go up for children as well. And part of it is because we are just, jamming ourselves with this ultra-processed garbage. So during the August 21 to August 23 time range, the mean percentage of total calories consumed from ultra-processed foods among those aged 1 year and older was 55%. And here's the kicker, too. Low-income adults consumed more ultra-processed foods than those with higher incomes. So once again, when we talk about all right, how do you close the gap in health? How do you close the gap in wages? How do you create a robust middle class? One of the ways you do it is you try to dig people out of poverty. And right now, we've got, a lot of government programs that encourage people to stay impoverished. And also, what do they do then? They're unhealthy. We are literally, and we have created over decades, it wasn't one president or one Congress or one group of people, but over decades, we've encouraged a percentage of our country to be so reliant on the government through various programs that then they become unhealthy, they become worthless in the job market, and then on the back end, they're the ones who are going to need more when it comes to our healthcare system through programs like Medicaid. We have created this incredibly vicious cycle. And to me, there's nothing red or blue about any of this. It's just common sense, right? So when this administration is now talking about making sure and trying to encourage states to make sure you cannot use food stamps for sugary drinks and some of the other garbage that people end up buying with their food stamps, that's a no-brainer. It's literally about keeping people healthy. Now, if you want to do that with your own money, this is America. I mean, please, I guess you could be as fat as you want. But if you're talking about folks who are using taxpayer monies, we're not going to allow you to use taxpayer dollars to poison yourself. And then on the back end, the taxpayer also has to pick up the bill for all your health care needs. That's just the definition of insanity. So this is not about like taking away somebody's right to eat. It's just eat halfway decently, and we're not going to encourage you. And that's why Laura Kelly in Kansas rejecting the bill that would have denied Kansans on food stamps to buy sugary drinks. I don't understand, unless she's just trying to get back at like Republicans in Topeka. Why would you do that? Don't you want to look out for the health and well-being of your own citizens? You talk about it all the time with issues like abortion, protecting people's rights, protecting people's health, as I very much have my air quotes up when I say that. Trust me, they're up. And then it's like, but please, no, take our food stamps, buy all the Coke you'd like, Dr. Pepper, just leave a little bit for John if you could, please. Like, do it all.
Pop rocks for lunch at school.
Yeah, oh man, that's a throwback. That I have not heard the word Pop Rocks in a long time, John. Now you got me going. This is it right here. And the fact that this issue has become political says a lot more to me about the people who are against it than those who are advocating and lobbying on behalf of it. The top 5 sources of calories from ultra-processed foods among the youth. Sandwiches, including burgers, 7.6% of calories, followed by sweet bakery goods, 6.3%, savory snacks, 5%, pizza, 4.7%, and sweetened beverages at 3.9%. So that's your breakdown. Those are your numbers right there. And if nothing else, literally, I don't care what else Trump does, if we, through social media, through RFK's megaphone, and just through common sense at the grassroots level, at the state levels, start getting this country turned around health-wise, then you are going to see an explosion economically. There will be so many good things that come from this. I mean, you'll see the mental well-being of people improve as well, right? I mean, that all this stuff is combined. These aren't all different one-offs. It's all about the collective health of the American people, and there's only so much the government can do. But this is just no-brainer type of policy and information that's got to get out there to the American people.